Hey everybody, this is Barry with Christenson Transportation, where the truckers truck and safety takes priority. Gonna do a couple videos today, but you won't see them all today, but you'll notice that I look very similar in two videos. So, first one is a happy feel-good thing. About 2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure of doing a podcast with a group in town called Bulk Loads. They've got a wide variety of stuff they do for the agricultural hopper bottom type stuff. So, you know, when we get into those types of situations, and I'm talking safety and stuff, because they've got a bunch of individual or very small companies that they help support and provide some services to. That may or may not be a total, the background of safety and how the importance of it especially when you're that small of what can go wrong in a hurry. So, spend some time and as I was saying, we don't in the trucking business, we don't mind sharing that information. Safety is safety, and everybody wants the same thing. The entire population does. So, the only thing we don't like to do is share drivers. Not an issue. Had a great time, and they had a little company store, and when I was walking out, they gave me a shirt and one of their books that Jared had written for his two children when they were smaller, and it reminded me, and his is called The Trucking Adventures of Semi Sam, and it gives some routine daily stuff that we do in this business, and it reminded me that years ago we put together a book. And ours, this is a picture book, reading book. Ours is a coloring book, and it says, "Mommy, what does Daddy do when he's gone?" And it shows Christenson, and throughout it's got different stuff with that. We're at truck stops, we're sleeping in the sleeper berth. It's a good way to let the kids know what goes on, what their parents are doing out there when they're away from home. And it reminded me that I don't need to be the only one to have one of these, so I need to get some more made. Because Lord knows I still color outside the lines. But anyway, it was a pleasure going to their facility, meeting their people. They got a good group of people with the same goals that we all have, is to do as well as we can do in this business, be the top of our game and be safe, and make it a generational thing, because that's what trucking is. It's a generational thing, and it needs to be a generational thing. It's a good life, it's good work, it's good income, and the sky's the limit. This company, every company, nobody just starts out and says, "I think I'm going to buy 500 trucks today and start trucking, and I don't know what I'm doing." It doesn't work that way. People start with one truck, and they're the driver of that truck, and they're often out hunting loads for that truck, and they're getting receivables for that truck, and they're the one-woman show of trucking. And the opportunities they see is, hey, let me get another truck. I've got a friend that wants to drive a truck, but it doesn't want to do all the stuff that I do on the back end. And that's how you start a trucking company, and that's how you grow a trucking company. So when people go to school, and I tell my daughter this all the time, even when I went to college, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. And had I still been doing what my degree was in, I would be the most miserable person ever, probably. And I think a lot of people find that out when it's too late, which is why we're spending a lot of time and efforts and money and resources with the entry-level training program that we sponsored in Tennessee. We need more people in this business because it's a good business, and you don't know what you don't know, is what we like to say, and you're missing out on stuff because there's a lot of opportunity to be as big or as small as you want to be. Depends on the individuals. Not everybody wants to do it 24 hours a day and roll the dice and take mortgages and do that, but there's a reward for that. And the people that own these places are fortunate for that. But the key thing is, it's all about family. Keeping it fun, keeping it real. So thanks Jared and his crew for allowing me to participate in that safety podcast that we did. And thanks for reminding me that it's more than just the driver. it's the family, and we've got to have a happy medium in that. It's hard work. It requires you to be away from home, but it allows you to provide for the people at home. And I guarantee you, in the end of the day, you would rather have one of your parents out working, providing an income to have the things that you have at home, a house, clothes, a TV, all that stuff that you get with having a good, stable, steady job. There's a sacrifice for that. So don't forget it, what they're doing for you, but they're doing it for a cause. So keep up the good work. Thanks for watching Christenson Transportation, where the truckers truck and the truckers' kids live. So, thank you.